All right, so you're looking for new construction in a stunning area. We are at Gainesville Township, new master plan community in Century Communities here. They have two builds here. The Reserve Townhouse community. They have some townhouses listed currently, ready to go under $350,000. We're also in the Estates at Gainesville Township. Stunning single family homes, over 3,000 square feet, 5 bedrooms, one of them listed under $500,000 right now, ready to go. Very excited to take you on a tour of these new builds here in Gainesville Century Communities. Let's go. All right, here we go. We're at the Reserve at Gainesville Township. We're getting ready to go to the Estates next to see some single family homes. Right now, we're gonna go inside and take a look at this townhouse. 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2.5 bath, I should say, because you have the half downstairs. We'll slide on one in. All right, so downstairs, you come into this big, very open, very large area down here. I was pretty impressed by this when I first walked in because, if you look, obviously you got your living room area right here, okay? You got your kitchen over here, and we'll take a close look at that kitchen coming up here in just a second. But, look at this table over here. Look at how big this table is that they have in the dining area, okay? And you still have, a pretty decent sized couch and everything for this living room. And you got a pretty decent sized kitchen. So it's a very big area, like living area down here. This is pretty big down here. All right, let's start our focus in the kitchen then. You got the granite countertops. This one's got the sink in the island. Now keep in mind, they have one layout, basically, okay? You do have different prices. Right now, they do have one priced under $350 at $347.9. So that's not going to last long when you look at these, okay? But you know, decent amount of cabinets on this. You got some cabinets over here on the island as well. Dishwasher in the middle of the island. So, for a townhouse that's 1,800 square feet, this is a pretty decent sized kitchen. All right, then we're gonna come over here into the living room, a little fireplace over here. They got a little sectional or whatever right here. So you got plenty of room to breathe in here. You put the TV up over the fireplace, and then like we talked about, you got this big area to put your table or whatever. We'll come out here, let's take a quick look in the back, overlook this deck. So everybody gets kind of a little patio back here. Now they've got a fence. I was just talking with the sales team. They say basically you can put a fence around your place, but if you put a fence around your place, you're in charge of taking care of your yard, okay? The HOA will take care of your yard if there's not a fence. You want to fence it in, that's great. It's your yard now. So that's your choice. But the cool thing is, and we're going to see this again when we go over to the single family homes, this one backs up to a little creek back here. So you can see it kind of goes downhill. Then there's a creek back there. If anything else gets built, it's probably going to be built further up that hill. So you do get kind of a nice buffer off the backyard of this one. There's plenty down here too. There's plenty of these for sale right now. Like I said, cheapest one right now, $347.9, and there's no rental restriction right now. There's a cap, but you're a ways away from that cap, so it might be something that you're thinking about too. All right, thinking about that, let us know. Let's come over here. Want a real quick look at the pantry. There's your pantry right there. And for a townhouse, that's a pretty decent sized pantry. Then you got the restroom right here. Now this is the restroom that they've got for basically because this is the office and everything, so I'm not sure how this is going to look on a regular plan, but this is the bathroom that you get there. And we're not going to go take a look at that because we've got 3 single family homes we got to go take a look at. I don't want to overwhelm you with houses. Got a little closet under there, keep their stuff. The garage is in here too, but that's where their office is, so we're not going to take a look at the garage. But we are going to go upstairs, take a look at what's going on with the bedrooms upstairs. Fast forward button. All right, so keep in mind, 1,855 square feet. So what does that get you with bedrooms? Well, here's bedroom number 1, the secondary bedroom number 1. For a townhouse, this is not a bad sized bedroom. I mean, this is a decent sized bedroom because you've got the bunk, you know, it's like a twin over full, or yeah, I think twin over full or twin over queen, can't tell. But anyway, so you got room for that. Here's your closet. So you get a pretty decent amount of room in here, okay? Then we slide over here. Here's bedroom number 2. This one might be just a little bit bigger. Again, I mean, it's not a bad size bedroom for this townhouse, okay? Then we'll come over here and take a look at this closet. You got a window, some natural light in here so you can see what you're doing. That's a good sized closet too. So, I mean, if you're looking for a place for, you know, you just a couple of kids, you just need a little townhouse, this is perfect. I think you're gonna have room for that, right? And then here's your bathroom is gonna take care of all that. Tub shower combo. I mean, nice sized bathroom. So I really like the layout of this. This one's on the end. I was just talking with the sales team. If the stairs come up and hit the top here on the end, you get windows on the end. But if not, there's no windows on the outside. So I think it sounds like basically if you want, and then it gets a little bit more light, you're gonna have to get one of the ones that are on the left side of the building. All right, so we've got the laundry room. This is a pretty decent sized laundry room too. I'm pretty impressed with like how much like space you get, because sometimes, I mean, you get one of these townhouses, they try and cram everything. You got a little bit of elbow room to kind of spread out a little bit like that. Then you come into what is a very decent sized master bedroom, okay? Done up real nice. But you see they've got, you know, that's a pretty decent sized bed right there. I believe it might be a king. And then you've got room for the little chair back there, big dresser right there. And then, I mean, you've just got like plenty of room to maneuver around in here. I really like it. Then you come in here. Here's your master bath, tub, shower. Not all of these come with a tub. You have to ask for it. It's really kind of a negligible cost. You just kind of you have to find one that has a tub, okay? But you got the tub and the shower. You got dual vanities. I mean, it's a decent sized vanity. Separate water closet. And then we come in here, take a look at the master closet in here. Not too shabby. I like this a lot. So that finishes off our tour of the townhouse, okay? That's over here at the Reserve at Gainesville Township, okay? So that's the townhouse area. Again, just the one floor plan for the townhouses, okay? So we could go take a look at some of the empty ones. There are a lot that are ready right now. We're recording this beginning part of August. They are ready right now. Yes, there's gonna be a rental cap. I said that earlier. There's going to be a rental cap. It's a ways away, okay? The rental cap's 300 townhouses. I don't know if they've built 300 townhouses in the entire area yet. So you can get one of these if you're looking for like a rental property, you know, and something like below 350. I mean, in this area, that's just like a screaming deal because you have one right now, 347.9. There's another one that's 349.9. A couple are priced in the 350s, 360s, but keep in mind they're in the threes right now. As they build out, those prices are going to go up. And you saw the finishes. These are nice townhouses. Okay, so if you're looking for a townhouse in this area, great price, great area, great location, great build. I like it a lot. Let's say you want to go bigger. You want the estates. You got 3 floor plans over there, single family houses. Well, let's go. All right, we looked at the Reserve at Gainesville Township. Now we're over at the estates. Remember the Reserve, those are the townhouses. Now we're gonna slide over into the Reserve. Now we're getting into the single family houses. These are nice. You're talking about at least 3,000 square feet in all 3 of these floor plans. They're all 5-bedroom houses. We're gonna take a look at all 3. We start with the model, which is the Birch. Okay, this is kind of the one that's in the middle. 5-bedroom house. I took a peek ahead of time, man. This is a nice house. So, and you know we love Century Homes. They built some really nice homes. They are, again, in the early stages. So if you want to get in on this location early, I'm dropping my number below real quick. All right, so don't forget to call, text, touch with the sales team over here. But we're gonna go inside, take a look, all right? Here we go. All right. We talked about it. We're in the Birch. Get ready to go inside. Let us go inside. We start, God, look at this front porch. Look at that. It'd be a nice front porch to come home to. They got a couple of chairs and a table there. Got plenty of room for tables, Adirondacks, whatever you want to do. Watch the world go by. Let's go on inside. Front door is open. We come inside. They've really done this up very, very nicely. Again, this Birch, 3,102 square feet. So 3,102 with 5 bedrooms, 4 full baths. On here, they've got this, study over to the side. They've got it framed out with the doors. I believe that's a slight upgrade to get the doors, but that just gives you an idea, man. Put some doors in here, and then you've got kind of a quiet little study, right there, or office, whatever you want to call it, right off the front door. Other side, you get yourself a dining room. So there you go. If you followed us, and you should be subscribed, so be sure to subscribe. But if you follow us, some of these new constructions, they don't come with the dining room anymore. This one, very nice size dining room, because that's a pretty big table right there. Okay, so you get that right across the way. Come on in. Got the big 2-story living room over there with the kitchen. We're gonna go over here first, though. Let's take a look at this bedroom. This is your downstairs bedroom. Pretty decent size. Tell you what, the one other floor plan we're going to look at has a much larger, almost like that multi-generational suite that we sometimes see. Downstairs we have, somebody who's going to live with you long term. You want a slightly bigger room, slightly bigger area. So that might work for them. But this is actually a pretty decent sized room. Get it real quick. Look at the closet. Or somebody yells at me. There you go. Closet in there. Okay. Now let's go take a look. You got a door to go into the bathroom there, but we'll come over here. Here's your bathroom, which is set up right here as just a standard bathroom. In an actual Birch that you get, there will be a shower in here because you got the bedroom downstairs, so it will be a full bath. This is what it looks like, as it's set up, because you see with the sign right there. That means it's kind of like the public restroom. So they didn't put a shower in there just yet. I'm sure they'll set that up before somebody actually buys this one. All right, come on into the living room. Nice big 2-story, lots of windows, lots of natural light, overlooking the back here. And I was just talking with the sales team, and back off of these houses on this initial row, got a lot of trees back there, and they're really not going to plant because it's kind of downhill. So you got a very nice kind of natural, picturesque kind of view off the back. Yeah, but just to give you an idea of what that's going to look like. With the fireplace, you got a couple spots. They got mirrors set up, but you can set it up with some shelving units, however you want to do it. But very nice. If you're looking for a big, picturesque kind of 2-story living room type area, this is pretty nice, and that opens up very nicely into the kitchen. So you come in here and look at the size of this table that they have in here. So sometimes you get a big kitchen, but there's not really a big eating area. You got a big room for a table right there with chairs. Easily put 6 chairs there. Nice island. You can easily put probably 3 stools, maybe 4 stools there, depending on size. And then you get a decent amount of cabinet space all the way around. Obviously, the slightly bigger home's going to have a little bit more as far as cabinet space goes, but this is nice with the cabinets that you have in the island over here. And then you've got the sink. Sometimes you see the sink in the middle of the island. Over here, you got the sink overlooking kind of the backyard back there, whichever you want. To me, to be honest with you, you hear me talk about it all the time. I'm kind of a foodie. I'm a snob in the kitchen, man. We have some places to cut some stuff up for dinner, so that may work out to have just the island without the sink in it. All right, but we, as you can see, big old kitchen. Let's real quick look into the pantry on this one. Swing around. This is a nice, decent sized pantry. Okay, 4 shelves. You know me. I'm gonna ask for that 5th shelf. And I have that 5th shelf in the pantry. All right, and then you got a little place to hang your coats and everything right there. Garage is in there, but that's where the office is for them. So not really gonna go jump in there. But we'll look at some of the other garages on the other floor plans in just a minute. time to hit the fast forward button. Let's go. All right, here we go. Upstairs. So walk across, there's your living room down there. All right, here we go. We'll come down here. First, we will stop in the ensuite, if you will. Decent sized room in here. Okay, so this is the first bedroom we're gonna highlight upstairs. Here's your closet. So not only do you get, decent sized closet, also has a window in there, so you get a little natural light while you're in there. Then come over here to the bathroom, and here you go. Shower, tub combo. Nice, bathroom for just this bedroom, so that you get the ensuite treatment there. So that's a second bedroom in the house that we've looked at. Here's the bathroom that's going to serve the other two. Well, let's start here, since we're talking about it. But we always talk about 2 sinks in that bathroom. Boom, boom, 2 sinks. It looks great. Also opens up to that bedroom right there. And you got the separate tub, shower, and toilet in the separate room. So that way, you got somebody in here brushing teeth, whatever. People can be in there doing their business. And then there you go. Come in here. Let's do this one for bedroom number 1. A little sports themed room. So already set up. But this is a pretty decent sized room. I'll just slide over here. Let's open the closet. Get an idea of how big this closet is. All right. But you figure, for the house that is the middle of the 3 houses, this is a pretty big size floor plan. Come across the way, it should be 3,100 square feet. And then look at this, another bedroom on the front. This one might be a little bit smaller, might be the smallest of the 3 bedrooms that we've looked at upstairs, but still it's decent sized. You can see they have that big, you got kind of bed / couch right there. They got a lot of furniture in here. So with all the furniture, there's still plenty of room in here. Like this. Let's peek in here real quick. Peek at the closet real quick. There you go. Boom, boom. All right. That's those 3 bedrooms. Look at the bedroom upstairs. Now, take that back. Laundry room first. So here's your laundry room. So we always, look forward to or look for a laundry room that has opportunities for storage, has opportunities for functionality. So this one, you got like a little cart right here. They put a little shelf up there or whatever. But man, you ask me, start putting all kinds of shelves on here, cabinets and whatever. You got places where you can fold stuff. You got places where you can store stuff. Man, there's no empty space, man. You got to jazz that up. All right, here we go. Time for the master. This one's pretty nice. This is a big room. This is a very big room. Got trade ceiling. Now, as we looked at some of the other floor plans, I think this master may actually be the biggest one that we saw. Okay, we'll kind of slide over here and kind of look at the rest of the room, because you got chairs back here in the corner, so you got plenty of room for. This is a big bed, right? And then you got room for a chair over there. You can you probably put like a couch over there, have like a little reading nook or whatever, or just put the TV up there if that's what you want to do. You got a lot of room to work in here. Let's go to the bathroom. This is really, really nice. This is a really nice open, but not over the top bathroom. Dual vanities, obviously. You got the walk-in shower right there, and you get the tub. Let's talk about it all the time. Sometimes in new construction, you don't get tubs in a lot of them. I don't know what the percentage would be, but sometimes there are folks that they just put the shower in there. Sometimes you need a tub, man. We'll take a look at the closet in here, and you've got room in here. These shelves kind of wrap around. You can, maybe move those shelves up a little bit, put more shelves on the bottom. So you got a lot of room to operate in here as well, and you get the window off the front. Kind of like that. Let's take a look out the back real quick. All right, so here we go. We're out on the back deck. Now this one's obviously on a basement. We're not going to go look at the basement. It is unfinished as of right now, but sometimes you can get basements. Sometimes you just get a slab, but it's unfinished. I figure, we gotta spend this time looking at these houses. I want to give you an idea yard-wise how big this yard is. You're gonna get some pretty decent sized yards up here because you're so far away, right? You're up in Gainesville. You know, if this was built in Sewanee, you got some like little yards. This is up in Gainesville, you're gonna get a little bit more yard with these houses, okay? And then from here, you can see they are building out the pool and everything right there. We are very early in the construction here at Gainesville Township. So if you want to get in early, this is your opportunity. That's our first house. This is the model. Let's go see some other ones. Let's go to the Guava, the smallest, most cost-efficient one that they have over here. First house we take a look at, that was the Birch. All right, that was kind of the middle of the 3 floor plans that they have here. Now we're gonna go into the Guava. Guava, still 3021 square feet, so just over 3,000 square feet. Now the one we're about to look at, I'm recording this like first week of August, all right? First week of August. This house that we're gonna tour right now is for sale. This house is listed $499,990. So it's under $500,000 by about $10, but you know what? It counts, all right? It counts. That's why you saw it in the thumbnail. It said house under $500,000, single family house. This is it. Keep in mind, the prices for these houses, upper 4s to low 5s right now to start, but that's going to change a lot. We talk about that all the time with new construction, especially early part of new construction. As they build out, they steadily raise the prices. Okay, so you want to get a really nice house, new construction, great area, get on the low end of prices, jump now. Don't wait a year to jump in here because the prices, I promise you, are going to be much more expensive. But right now, this house, $499,990. Let's roll. All right, let's go check out this Guava. This one has a covered porch, not as pronounced as the Birch that we just looked at, but a covered porch nonetheless. Let's go walk inside. All right, here we go. Come inside. This is very similar to some of the other ones that we looked at. Most recently, the Union Heights in Flowery Branch, we took a tour. It's a very similar house to that, but I kind of like the layout of this one. We'll show you. Here we go. Downstairs, you get a bedroom, and you're gonna get a bedroom in all 3 of these floor plans. You're gonna get a bedroom on the main. And actually, this is a pretty decent sized bedroom. Let's show you the closet here. Boom, boom. Double door closet. Plenty of space to put stuff in there. So you get this bedroom downstairs, like right off the front of the house. Then you've got your full bath right here. Tub shower combo right there. Really nice bathroom. So this is not only going to be the bathroom to service this bedroom, but this is a bathroom for everybody who comes over as well. You come over here, you don't get like a study or anything per se, but you end up getting a pretty decent sized living room. Look at this. And 1-story living room. The model that we just showed had the big 2-story living room. You hear me say all the time, I'd much rather have a 1-story, make it a little more cozy, let that fireplace actually feel the heat off the fireplace in the wintertime. You got little carve outs for shelves right there, or whatever you want to put there, you know, kind of built-ins. You can build them in yourself, add whatever after the fact, but you get a nice big living room that opens up into your kitchen. Obviously, this kitchen is going to be a little bit smaller than the kitchen we saw on the model, on that Birch, but you get nice granite countertops, nice big island in here, get, you know, decent amount of cabinet space too. Okay, I mean, it's not that much smaller than what we saw. Get your cabinet space inside the island as well. And the cool thing is, this is gas. Okay, so sometimes new construction, you get electric. Now we're gonna get some gas in here, gas for cooking. So I really like this. And this one has a covered porch off the back. Ooh. We'll take a look at that in just a minute. We'll come back to that. Let's take one more in-depth look at this kitchen. All right, now real quick, I want you to check out the pantry. Turn on the light in here. So you have plenty of room in here. This one too kind of wraps around back here. So a lot of room to put food in here. I always say we go to Costco. We got 7 kids. We go to Costco and we keep them in business. That's where we put all the stuff. Come over here. This one's got like little kind of coat cubby, or like little where you put all the shoes and jackets and everything right there. Let's go take a look at the garage real quick. Here you go. Nothing too terribly exciting in here. It's a garage, but it's a garage. A little tuck away back here for some extra stuff, but it's a kind of a long garage. So, I mean, even if you bring in a car to say probably about here-ish maybe, if it's a longer car, still got plenty of room to walk around, put in some shelves and stuff, and still have a little storage out here. There's your water heater right there. All right, come back in. All right, so that's everything downstairs. on the Guava. Now we're gonna go upstairs. Let's hit the fast forward button, go. All right, here we go. We are upstairs. First thing I want to show you is this big kind of open air loft area that they have up here. So this is where you send all the kids, put all the toys up here, the homeschool room, be the playroom. Maybe this is kind of your little extra TV room if you want that. So you got that up here, but that's a really big area. Then we come over to here, first bedroom off the front. Not you know, a huge bedroom, but the cool thing about it is you do get your own little ensuite treatment on this one, right there. And that closet right there. Bam. All right, let's come over here. Come down the hall to two more secondary bedrooms. We'll go left first. This one, I think a little bit bigger of a room than what we saw. Come in here, take a look at the closet right there. And then we'll come across to the second bedroom over here, right across the hall. A decent sized room. This one's a little bit smaller than the one across the hall, but you get a closet in here. So, I mean, the bedrooms here, you know, they're probably slightly smaller than what we saw on the model, but again, it's a 21 square foot house compared to the other one, which is slightly bigger. So this is going to be, you know, there are going to be little parts that are slightly smaller, but you still do get the two sinks in the bathroom here, and you get the separate tub shower area over there. But this is really kind of this is where you're going to really get kind of more of that square footage, because you don't really have a loft area in the first house because you had the 2-story living room. That's the trade-off. You don't have a 2-story living room, that means you get a little loft upstairs. Then we're going to come in here. Here's your laundry room right here. So this is another pretty decent sized laundry room. Got plenty of opportunities to put all kinds of storage solutions in there. And then we'll come in here and check out the master. And this is a pretty decent sized room right here, okay? This one, you know, it is pretty, you know, I think it's probably a little bit bigger than the last house that we're gonna see. And we'll show you that in just a second. But that being said, I mean, this is great because you probably put king size bed there, still put some chairs over here, you know, still have plenty of room for dressers and stuff. I mean, so it's a big room. You got a lot of room to maneuver in here. And then we come into the bathroom. And here we go. Very nice. Get the tub shower. Again, not the combo, but you get the stand-in or the walk-in shower there. You get your tub right there. It's a bigger vanity than what we saw on the model just a minute ago over in the Birch. So you got a lot more room to spread out. If you're like me, you probably, your wife wants you to keep all your stuff over on your side and get away from her. You know how it is. We come in here, separate water closet. And then look at this closet. Like, this closet is a pretty decent sized closet for the master. We'll swing around. There you go. Cool. I kind of like this, even though this is, quote, the smaller one. I mean, I kind of like this one. Let's go take a look at the back deck real quick. All right, here we are. Came outside. Get the covered deck out here. I'm sure you could probably put a fan in there, maybe 2 fans in there if you wanted. You know, set up your chairs and everything. Put the grill, put the smoker. If you're me, you got your Blackstone, you got your 2 smokers. Always looking for the third. That's a different story for a different YouTube video. All right, but that being said, I mean, so you've got this really nice layout in the back. Like we talked about earlier, it kind of overlooks, you know, where they got the trees. The pool's going to be right there, so you're not really going to build a whole lot there, but you got kind of the rolling hills back there. You're building some more houses across the way. I don't know if you hear the music bebopping back there with them building. Man, this is going to be a nice little setup when they've got all this built out. Okay, but just had one more quick thought before we get into the Sapling, which is the biggest of the 3 floor plans. Did want to highlight again, we mentioned in the beginning, what's worth mentioning again, this house is listed at $499,990. We just did a video where we highlighted different homes that are priced, like really nice construction, priced under $500,000 here in the Metro Atlanta area. Like, could have easily come up here and featured this house. This house is great. I mean, you think we featured, one of them was like a 3-bedroom townhouse in Duluth. Don't get me wrong. Gorgeous townhouse, really well updated, a little bit closer to everything down in Atlanta, right? But get up here in Gainesville, like this is the area you want to be in, like if you work up in this area, let's say you work like in Suwanee or like Duluth or something, and this is not a bad commute. This is not bad for $499,990, less than $5. And they've got some incentives too. They change every week, so I won't really highlight the incentives, but just keep that in mind. But if you're interested in those houses that are, you know, new builds under $500,000, I'll put the link like right above my head. All right, go take a look at that. But enjoy the rest of this video because it's time for the Sapling, Big Daddy. Let's go. All right, we're getting ready to go inside the Sapling. This is the largest of the floor plans that they have here. This one's 3,400 plus square feet. The other two, one was 3021, the other one was 3102. This one's 3,400 square feet, so we got 300 square feet bigger than the model that we saw. You get a big covered porch to start. Let's come on inside real quick. Open that bad boy up. Here we are. Come on inside. Over here on the left, you've got, let's open up this doors. You got a little study area, office, you know, whatever you want to call it, but they've got the doors on it as well. Keep in mind this one is already purchased, but this will give you an idea of what the layout looks like, okay? Then we come across the way to your dining room. So you get a dining room on this one. You didn't get a dining room on that Guava, but you get a dining room on this one as well. If that's a big deal for you, you got plenty of room for that. All right, let's go walk into the kitchen right now. In this kitchen, probably a little bit bigger than what we saw in the first two floor plans in here. You got plenty of counter space. You got plenty of cabinet space. Big islands. This island though does have the sink inside the island, okay? But you still have the cabinet space like within the island underneath that sink, right over there. There you go. Let's go peek in. Let's go take a look at the pantry over here. See how much pantry space you get. Turn on that light. No, I meant turn on that light. There you go. Pantry. So a decent corner pantry right there, and you can put a whole bunch of food in that one as well. Okay, so I really like this kitchen, and you get a little eat-in area over there as well, you know, over with a little cutout. So you have the eat-in area. You can eat, you know, around the island. You've got the dining room back there, so you have plenty of space to, you know, entertain the folks when they come on over. So I like this. This is a really decent sized kitchen. All right, now let's swing around, take a look at the living room. Ooh, we got the fireplace going, even though it's gonna be like 95 degrees again today, but whatever. Gotta show off, right? Put like little shelves in there, built-ins over there, whatever to go along with that. The sliding door to go on the back deck. We'll take a look at that back deck here in just a minute. Then we'll slide over here. Let's come and take a look at this bedroom. Now this bedroom, for downstairs, of the three, now all three of these floor plans come with a bedroom downstairs, but this one's the biggest by far, okay? So this is one like we talked about earlier, like if you're looking for, if you're gonna have like mom or dad or an older relative or somebody stay with you for a long time that needs to be downstairs, this would be a really good sized room for them. Take a look at the closet over here. Oh snap, we gotta turn that closet on, turn the light on. There you go. Not the largest closet in the world, if that's what you're looking for long term, but I mean, for down here, it's not a bad sized closet. And then you got the separate door, or the door to go into the bathroom. We'll show you what it looks like over here. So you come in here, you got the walk-in shower. Okay, so no tub down here, but again, it's kind of designed for that idea of like if you had, you know, the relatives that are gonna be staying with you, they need a walk-in shower, bam, you got it. Okay, so there's your bathroom. Then you got where, you know, all the coat hooks and the cubbies right there. Let's come out here and take a quick look at the garage. This is another decent sized garage. You know, it's deep, so you have room to, you know, store stuff. It's a little tall, so you can do some hanging storage as well. Okay, good deal. So I think that's everything downstairs. I mean, this is a pretty big footprint. You can already tell this is like definitely the bigger of the homes that we've seen. But now we're going upstairs. Hit the fast forward button. Let's go. All right, so now we're upstairs. We get to the top, and like we talked about in the other house, you know, this house has a one-story living room. So for that reason, get the one-story living room. We also get this big loft area upstairs. So I mean, this is a big place to, you know, send kids, have another TV, or whatever area you want to call it up here. Let's come work around. Keep in mind, I mean, this is 3,400 square feet, and you can feel it in these bedrooms because these bedrooms are a lot bigger. First bedroom we'll look at upstairs. This one is definitely, you know, a little bit bigger than some of the other ones that we saw on the Guava. That's how big it is. Closet's right here around this corner, because you got closet here. Not super huge, but the closet for a secondary, and then there's your sink. Opens up into the shower and toilet area that you Jack and Jill with the bedroom on the other side. So I'll come over here. Now we're in the next bedroom. There's your closet for that one. And there is the second bedroom upstairs. It's one a little bit smaller than the first one that we saw. It's still a decent sized bedroom. So you got the 2 bedrooms, 2 closets. You got the Jack and Jill that they share. Here's your laundry room. We'll stop here. This one is a pretty decent sized one. This would be the biggest one of all of them that we saw. So you got plenty of room to operate in here. You got, put the washer dryer there, and then you got some room even in the corner to put some shelves in the back. And you know me, with all the kids that we got to have solutions in the laundry room. So there you go. Here's another bathroom that you got upstairs, another full bath right there. And that one basically takes care of this bedroom, which is over here. So we'll slide over here because actually there's a door to get into that off of this one. So this is a pretty decent sized room too. So this is a pretty big secondary bedroom. And then you got the closet back over here with the window in it. You got the light. You got a couple of shelves there to hang stuff with. So that's a pretty decent sized closet. Comes over here to bathroom that we just saw. But you get the entrance off this bedroom to go in there. And you can get to it if you came off the loft area over there as well. So there you go. Those are the 3 secondary bedrooms upstairs. We finish off with the master. Here we go. Come on in. Got trade ceiling in here. Now, we'll be honest, this one is probably, of the 3 single family houses, this one might be the smallest of the masters, but it depends on what you're looking for. For example, for us, if you're like us and you've got a large family, you got a whole bunch of kids, kind of almost I need a smaller master because I need room out here for everybody to play, for everybody to have bedrooms out here and stuff like that. If you have maybe, fewer kids, maybe like, let's say you have 2 or 3 kids, maybe you need a master that's a little bit bigger than that. It depends on what you're looking for. But this might be perfect for you. You might be saying, Steve, you're crazy. This is perfect master. You can put a pretty decent sized bed right there. Still have a little seating area over there for a little chair, maybe a little couch or something like that. You got room to operate in there, and you got a pretty decent sized bathroom in here too. Same deal, you get the tub and the shower with the new construction. So all 3 of these floor plans come with a tub and the shower. This one is listed in the 5. Now this exact house that we are in right now is actually sold, technically. But they do have another Sapling listed just around $540, just here under $540. But you see you got the dual vanities right there, separate water closet over there. This is a really nice bathroom. And then you get a really nice closet. This closet, this is definitely the biggest closet of the 3 masters that we saw. So there you go. Maybe the master bedroom itself is a little bit smaller, but it's a decent sized bathroom, and you've got the decent sized closet as well. Let's peek in the back real quick. We are outside. You get another covered porch on this one. Now, here's the thing I want you to keep in mind. Look at all of these houses that we've looked at. The house next door is the first house we looked at. That's the Guava right there. But all the other houses that they're building out, you see most of these look like they have a covered porch. That's a slight upgrade to get that covered porch, but it looks like most of them are going to have that on it. And I definitely would highly suggest if you're going to be spending some time outside. Again, there's your view off the back. Really, really nice. This one, again, is sold, but they have another one that is going to be right in September, $539,900. I really like this. 3 really, really nice houses. Let's wrap this bad boy up. All right, that brings us to an end of our tour of the Reserve at Gainesville Township and the Estates at Gainesville Township. Both Century Communities builds, all right? You know us, we love us some Century Communities. They built some really nice houses. So what do they have? They have the townhouses. Those are the Reserve, okay? And they have some of those that are under $350 right now. Move quick, because that's going to change pretty quick, all right? Also, then once we looked at the single family homes, we saw the one that was under $500. That one won't last very long. Got to move quick. And the other incentives, they change a lot, so give us a call. We're in touch with the sales team over here. We can get you more information, but keep in mind, this is going to be a massive neighborhood. They've got a lot of builders in here. There's really not even telling how big it's going to be once it's done. This is one of those master plan communities that is just going to be huge. Right off exit 24 up 985. So there's a lot of shopping and stuff up here. It's a really cool area. And this is gonna be a dynamite neighborhood when it's all said and done. And we're in the very, very early stages. So what does that mean? That means they're gonna raise prices as they go. Give you your opportunity to get something at a decent price now and watch those prices go up as everything builds in here. Keep in mind, I'll give you a little hint. If you're planning on moving in like 2 years, 3 years, they're still gonna be building in here for a while. Might be hard to compete with new construction. So if you know you're gonna drop roots and stick around for a while, this is the place you wanna think about. I'm telling you, these are some really, really nice houses. I like these a lot. If you want more information about these houses, whether it's at the reserve or at the estates, so the townhouses or the single family homes, all the information's below. Got a link to both of those down in the description, okay? Check them out there. Also, I have a link to the Guava. That's the house that is listed under 500, 499, 990. And also that one townhouse that's listed at 347, 990. Okay, both of those are listed down below. If you can still see them, they're still available. If you can't, they're not. You probably got really good deals right now, so give me a call. I'll get with the team, okay? So again, all the information is below. While you're down there, like and subscribe, so that way you can get the latest information about all these tours that we're doing, city tours we're doing. We're gonna be doing a little versus coming up pretty soon. We'll do Buford versus Sewanee coming up very soon, so keep an eye out for that. But if you wanna hear about it first, subscribe, you'll get an alert. And also don't forget to text us, call us. If you have any questions about what's going on in this neighborhood or any of the neighborhoods across North Georgia, man, we're all over the place. As you can see with these videos, we bounce around touring these places for you. If you're looking, let's get you in one of these new neighborhoods or getting you in one of these neighborhoods up here in North Georgia. We know where you need to be. So give us a call, let us know like where you're looking. You need to be near the city, near the lake, things like that. We know, been here a long time, we can help you out. This is Steve with the Malone Home Team, living in North Georgia page with EXP. So to finish off, putting 2 videos right here, what we're gonna do, video homes that were listed under 400,000 here, homes that were listed under 500,000, okay? Did videos on both of those, both big hits, featured both of those in this video. But if you wanna look at homes under the 400,000 range, under the 500,000 range, new construction, let's go.